Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival
week
of
2
their
we're against the Bills. First week we went into overtime. 2020 against the Cowboys. Hard game. A couple of mistakes on my behalf. Let's see how we do in week 2.
Team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready, set.
Nice defense.
Here we go. Here we go. Get it.
Running it with the NFL's offensive rookie of the year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Saquon Barkley. Finding room at the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
Hey.
41 Mike. Check tight.
Snap.
Throwing Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st down, Barkley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
50, play. X3, 218, chopper.
It's a pickup of 6.
Bravo.
2nd and 4.
Go.
At the 13-yard line.
Drop deep.
Shoot.
On 2nd down and 4. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The shit I'm talking about, man.
How did he miss him? Why
I don't
is he in the
know.
end zone? He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film
Fucking
study, that's one where
stupid-ass
you're gonna
game.
think it
That's what
and
happened.
Not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Trash, man.
The 8th play of the drive.
Absolutely love the effort there. The
I'd
ability
take
to
the
flow
points.
from his
See how
inside
his offense
spot
is.
and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Wide the fuck open, yo. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I be losing, bro. Wide open, he overthrew him, bro.
The Giants are off now
Come on,
to a
man.
3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes,
That's
just
a
3 points,
touchdown
but 4
pass,
first
bro.
downs
Like,
were
this
in
shit
there.
is
Yeah,
game,
you can
bro.
look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost
Don't
like
worry, we'll get a better team. It'll get better. We're getting better. Getting better. It's just like, come on, though. Like,
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nah, Scott. Yeah, I'm running my league, but this is SRS, bro.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the
team
guy
bugging
throwing the
right
football.
now.
But these short runs, they still
see
pay
that-
dividends
see that
because they
little
can take their
thing that
toll
they
on a
just
defense,
did some
and they can
bullshit.
add
You'll
up
see
as the
that
game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, wait, tight.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side.
I ain't even
here.
touch him.
And
I
that's
ain't
going
even
to
touch him.
wind up incomplete.
This game bugging, bro.
However,
It's
we do
not meant
have
for
a
me to
flag
win or
down.
something, bro. I ain't even
Let's
touch
check
him.
in
It's
with our
overthrown.
referee.
It was overthrown. I'm running behind him. Oh, this game is bugging today. Lord.
57, Mike 57. Wrap.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Nice.
Allen's throw is complete.
Nice.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28.
It's okay.
Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Kroft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's
Oh,
instincts.
Lord,
Being able to
bro.
diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Hey, watch the slant.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Stephen Hauschka on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
I wish
And
he
the
would miss.
11-year veteran bangs it through.
Oh, Lord.
And the
I suppose
Bills
it
are
is
going to
supposed to
tie
be
the game
7-3
at
right now.
3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here in the second half of our game as they respond to the opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
Trying to get this game over. I gotta go back to
I
work.
love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season, and the Giants have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
47's the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Yo.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
From the gun on 3rd down, Allen. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw,
the speed is slow or something on here. Like, did he adjust the speed or something?
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget,
You can say Quan moved like a little baby.
And move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another try for Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw. Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get too predictable, little Tank.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen on the left side, he finds Beasley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Allen now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check. Fresno. 5 wide.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here.
Welcome to my
Tyler
world.
Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play and in the end zone. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking of...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Bills on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ah, shit. What time is it? Gotta get back to work.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
It's like real life right there.
Let's get it together, defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Let's go.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Rosa's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Allen to throw it.
Get your lucky, silly ass out
good
of
for 5. It's 3rd down.
Round 80.
65. 65. Check 24. Check 24.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm coming for you.
Tight.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
That's like I said, we're going to get better and better, guys. Let's keep getting better.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Beat them Cowboys again, we going to smack them overtime. And this nigga got a Aaron Donald and all this. This nigga had the squad, and he went into overtime with us with a 69 overall team. It's trash. Nigga had Aaron Donald.
The Giants
all
offense
these
at
trades
the
this
line,
nigga
ready
made
to
for
begin
what?
their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would pick.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
First and 10 at the 27.
Girl. All my well.
Get that quarterback,
They'll run on first down. Barkley.
Oh,
Barkley stripped of the football.
Savior of the land. Savior.
A teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like
I
baseball.
don't like they got Barkley fumbling.
People on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Okay, what are we going to do here? I said I was going to... Oh, yeah, okay.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, Echo.
That
Got
right there.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. I'm coming.
Now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Look at this! What is this?
Throw here's incomplete.
Damn, I got to get a better quarterback.
Like the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules.
I gotta get a better
See
quarterback.
ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after
Gotta
that
get a better
incompletion on
quarterback,
2nd
guys.
down.
Okay.
On the run, it's Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd.
Good fucking defense. All right, so now...
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
At the 36-yard line.
Brown 80. It's been a long day for you.
Sponge.
Gun.
No.
Alert.
No.
Alert.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be
Why is they
incomplete.
automatically grabbing the wide receiver just from running
Let's see
behind
what
him?
that's about.
They just
a little
grabbed
too
him.
aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying
Like
to
a new
cover is
thing?
going to
Like,
like a
what's
call
going on? Why
going
are you
against
doing
them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just
Might be some
unable to
new
get
shit
it,
that's going
and the
on.
flag did come out.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Come on, brother. I ain't doing the same plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Look,
And it's
yo,
incomplete.
you gotta lower this, bro.
There's a flag down.
You gotta
Let's see
lower
what
this,
that's
bro. There's a
about.
flag on
So
every
the pass
play.
incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
There's a flag on every play,
At
bro.
the 1 yard
Something
line.
wrong,
1 yard
bro.
line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I
Yeah,
am. And
something
you know, I'm
wrong,
old school.
bro.
I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Now, this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is caught.
Hell no. He definitely was out of bounds, bro.
Jason Kroom.
That nigga was out of bounds.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Upheld.
That's a really nice play concept there. Bootleg him out to the right. They're going to move the pocket and try and keep the rush away from him. I love that he was able to throw back against the grain a little bit and find a receiver cutting from the backside of the formation across the middle.
Hauschka adds the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Daniel Jones got to get his accuracy up, bro.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mike.
Fucked up.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go.
Buzz. Be ready. Be ready.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, dude.
Watch the screen. Kill. Hey, turn it.
Topper. Rock it.
Hey, check 24.
Hey, Delta. Yep.
41's the mic. All day, baby, all day.
Get it.
Back to throw. Jones out to the right here to Shepard. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Everybody hurt, huh?
Down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Check 99.
Hit it.
It's brought in left side by Tate.
Is it roughing the passer? Because he didn't hit me after the thing.
He works it past the 50.
Lord.
That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade.
Killing me, Madden. You're killing me. Did hit me after the thing, man. Come on, man.
On the double.
41's the mic. Check 41.
Watch 6-6. Pull it high.
49. Check 49. 41's coming.
Shit.
41's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Now I'm just trying shit out. FYI.
Hey, orbit.
What button is that?
Go.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This nigga throws, man.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Now it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Okay, do this.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey.
I got him.
I want to do this shit.
Five.
Try it again.
Hey.
41's the
Come on!
Night, sweetheart.
Now.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
X3, 218, chopper.
41's the mic. Check 41.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha.
Scotland, 41.
Go.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
After the sack on first down, Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. This is Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards on a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the game, his third of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now
I was waiting for that.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Yo, go, go!
Now Jones on 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work.
Don't run from me.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
Not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Nah, that's enough. I gotta go to work. What's up with the coach just said? What's going on here?
The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
I gotta go to work. That's enough.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they make
as you can see, I blew out my next opponent. First opponent was the Cowboys overtime.
And they will hit the road next week to
we
take
only going
on
to get
the
better.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That was game 2.
Meanwhile, for the Bills,
game 3 probably be tonight or tomorrow.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home